every single month I've been going to a new state or a new city or something, just traveling. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, I really am losing connection with other people because I'm so isolated. I'm so alone.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at the great dating disaster for modern day women. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you check out the channel memberships down below if you are interested in more videos, and let's jump right into it.
The number one thing that confuses me about dating right now is that it feels like a lot of guys like me, but they don't want me. Like, they're physically attracted to me. They might like talking to me. They like all my stories and everything on Instagram. They might send me a DM every so often, but no one wants to actually make an effort to create something substantial with me. No one wants to make any sort of commitment. No one wants to plan dates. And I feel like I'm in such a weird period.
That weird period is called middle age, and most men are not interested in women that age.
Sorry, there were people, but it just feels like I'm in a weird holding period with a lot of these guys who are definitely breadcrumbing me, stringing me along, making me think that they're eventually going to make an effort. I just have to give it time, and I can't rush anything. There was one certain guy that we had been on 2 dates. They went really well. We were talking, we were FaceTiming, and I tried to plan a third because he hadn't yet, and it had been 2 weeks since we had seen each other. So I tried to plan a third, and he told me that he thought I was forcing it, and he was like, it'll just happen, let it happen, like, when we can see each other. I'm like, plans just don't happen out of thin air. Someone has to plan it, and clearly you're not. So I was told I was forcing it. So I don't know, it's very confusing to be liked by many but wanted by none, and it's kind of sad.
He didn't plan a third date because he didn't want a third date. It's not that complicated, man.
I'm currently dating, and I hate it. I can't do it. I do not find any joy in having to get ready and having to go meet one more person where it's not going to lead to anything. I don't like that. I have been single for 2 years now and officially dating for a year, and I've been on Hinge for a little bit over a year.
Too many women these days are burnt out from dating, and men are just expected to deal with that.
Out of that 1 year, I've only really gone on 4 dates from that app. And it's just because I struggle so hard to just reply back because I'm so tired of the conversations that A, lead to nothing, and B, the mediocre replies. And just, it's not my thing. But sadly enough, this is my reality, and this is what I have to do in order to find my husband, I guess, is to stay on the dating apps. Oh my gosh, I can't.
What she doesn't get is how dating apps are designed to keep her logged in and single.
I know I can't be the only one. I just feel like women might not be for me.
Let me just say that the dating of lesbians, okay, is fucking trash, okay? It is absolutely fucking trash.
It makes me really frustrated and confused when I hear women talking about how they're just done with dating men and they're going to be a lesbian, and how their life would be so much better if they could just marry a woman whenever they're fed up with men or a man pissed them off. Because, babe, women can be just as bad as men.
There's a reason why the highest rates of divorce are initiated by lesbians, but hey, can't talk about that, can we?
This dang world for being a lesbian is so ghetto. When I say it's so ghetto, like it's ghetto as hell out here.
Hey, listen, I can't be the only lesbian stud, whatever you want to call it, that is actually getting tired of dealing with women. I'm still very much so gay. I just am tired of dealing with women.
I think when the lesbian community is getting tired of each other, that speaks volumes.
Did you know that 78% of men don't approach women anymore? Here's why that's your advantage. Fear of rejection, fear of looking awkward or desperate, which means if you're the one guy who walks up, introduces himself, and could hold a conversation, you're not competing with anyone. So no, hot girls are not used to being approached. In fact, they are waiting on it. Comment approach for my comprehensive guide on how to master the approach like a natural.
Those women want to be approached by Chad. Any other man who approaches is going to be called creepy. We know this.
Guys, I swear, dating in New York City is not for the weak. There are literally millions of single men out here, but like, where are they? Like, I am a lover girl. I just want some romance, and honestly, I'm not gonna find that on Tinder. Swiping all day is not gonna find me like a genuine connection. I did find this one called Hunch. It's more like personality based, so I might try that one out. I'll let you guys know how it goes, because I'm just trying to find some genuine love out here.
They would rather blame the city where they're living instead of considering for a moment that they might actually be the problem.
So they are so self-conscious about everything they do and say with the opposite sex that they're no longer approaching girls, they're not asking girls out, and I don't know. I guess they're just hiding in their rooms on their PS5s, becoming incels. So don't worry about the digital. Go analog. Look her in the eye. Ask her out. If she says no, that's okay. It wasn't meant to be. And my dad always said, you're never going to dance with the prom queen unless you tap her on the shoulder. So go tap someone's shoulder and then tap that ass.
Modern women turned rejection into a humiliation ritual, but nobody wants to talk about that.
What the fuck is the dating culture nowadays? What is this new age of dating? Call me old-fashioned, call me traditional, call me boring, call me anything but past 10 p.m. and say, wanna come over? No? The fuck? This other guy, was at him once when we were out, like, hey, like, I'd love to see you. I'm like, okay, great, like, what should we do? He asked me to walk around, like, the area that we live in.
There is nothing traditional or old-fashioned about an older woman with neck tattoos. That makes no sense.
And we'll see what comes of it. It's like, no, I'm sorry, if we know each other, like, I have no problem, like, doing that. That sounds really cute. If I don't know you, and you're not, like, trying to, like, actively, like, court me, I have really high expectations. Like, my grandpa was 1 out of 3 choices. He had to win over my grandma, and then he built her a house. So, step it up.
Courtship is completely gone at this point. Modern women put an end to that with their insufferable attitudes, and here we are.
I'm so done with dating. I'm so done with casual dating. I'm so done with trying to find the love of my life. Like, bro, I'm 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. And these men in 2026 are not doing it for me. They're just not. I don't know if it's LA. I don't know if it's the whole world, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and be single for the rest of my life, because every time I even try and step outside and go on a date, I realize how much effort I'm putting into something that does not put in effort ever.
What effort is she putting in exactly? Putting on makeup and showing up isn't effort, okay?
Ever. Like, I don't know what it is. Men in 2026, they want everything. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. Like, they don't want one person. They want a million of them. And then the best one to come, they'll drop you in a heartbeat. So that's how I feel about dating in 2026.
That's what happens when you chase after Chad instead of dating within your own damn league.
I couldn't help but to say that low-quality men are the ones that blame the women the most. The ones that lack accountability, the ones that lack responsibility, lack communication, lack mutual effort. Because tell me if I'm wrong. A woman that loves a man so much does not just give up just like that. She keeps on trying until she can no longer tolerate the disrespect, the lack of accountability, the lack of communication, and the lack of mutual effort.
She is quite wrong here. A modern wife will divorce a man for any reason at this point, no matter how petty it is, especially if she thinks she can get money or something.
What? You mean they're not celebrating? Well, that's a radical change of pace, and I must say it's pleasant to see. Because here we have 2 attractive women surrounded by thousands of men, and they're actually disappointed that they're not being approached or hit on by any of these men. And I think that we all need to recognize who is mainly responsible for this.
Men go to baseball games to watch baseball. They don't go to games to hit on intoxicated women.
a small minority of women that don't like men because they have been telling individuals that they don't want men to approach them, that they want men to leave them alone, and that in fact men aren't lonely enough. Well, this is a message to those women, that small minority of women that dislike men. There are a lot of women that actually think reasonably and rationally and do respect men and actually want men to approach them. And now, yeah, I'm sure you're going to call them names, but most of us don't care what you have to say.
It didn't take long for the goodwill between men and women to be obliterated in the modern era.
I'm a real man. I'm a provider. I want a wife. I want kids. I want da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that's cool. That's actually exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. Let's play house for a little bit. Okay, ghosted. What?
She only wants the traditional life because she is tired of being independent. Men know this.
This is so cringe to talk on the internet, but I have to get this out. Why is it that, like, you have a type? This is only going to be for a certain amount of people. You have a type, right? Your type is not good for you. You cannot have your type because your type is probably just your nervous system, what it's used to, and that shit's unhealthy as fuck. So, like, my type, in and out of jail, like, they might as well just pay the jail fucking rent because they got a cot waiting for them every other month. You know what I mean? Like, that is my type.
She knows going after ex-cons are bad for her, yet she insists on going after those men anyway.
They always are just little not okay. But then, so then people are like, oh, we'll try dating outside of your type. But then I'll try to date guys that are like wholesome and like normal and like, and then I sit with them and I'm like, I feel like I'm either intimidating you or I don't respect you for some reason. Like, what's that about? Like, and so I don't know, man. It's been 6 months, no dating, no talking stage, no DMing anybody. Like, just genuinely, I've been traveling.
That's because the good men are boring to women like this. That's why she can't respect them.
Every single month I've been going to a new state or a new city or something, just traveling. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, I really am losing connection with other people because I'm so isolated. I'm so alone. And so I have my girlfriends, right? And they're like, well, why don't you start dating again? Just to like meet people. It doesn't need to be that deep. Like, it just go out, meet people. This is really bothering me, but whatever. You don't really need to like, it doesn't need to be that deep, but like, I don't know. Then it's like, am I wasting their time? Like, dating is stressful.
If you are dating people for that reason, you've completely defeated the purpose of dating.
I'm really sorry. I'm just not ready for a relationship right now. What do you mean you're not ready for a relationship right now? We met on a dating app.
A lot of dudes use dating applications to hook up with women. It has been going on for quite a while now at this point.
Once a man asked me on a date for Thursday, and I said, great, do you have a time and place? And he said, after work at a park. And I said, do you have a specific park in mind and what time you get off work? And he responded with, you pick the park, I've already done too much here. We did not go out.
Apparently picking a park to meet up is far too much work for a woman like this.
I think I've gotten stood up because I was supposed to go on a date tonight and I drove 40 minutes to this man's place and he texts me 10 minutes as I'm driving and he goes, oh, I'll let you know when to come because I'm talking to my family right now. Like, he was calling his family. And I was like, oh, that's fine. Like, I arrived and I was like, oh, okay, he'll just be on call with his family for a bit. Like, no biggie.
That guy was making it obvious that he wasn't interested in seeing her. She just chose to ignore it. 30
minutes fucking later, no text, no call, like, nothing after I say, oh, oops, I arrived early. He said, ha ha ha, for fuck's sake, I'm by the water. So I parked near the water, can't see this man. And, like, at all, like, mind you, like, there's a lot of fucking water, so he could be anywhere. And,
She was obviously talking to a dude who was out of her league. What exactly did she expect?
30 minutes goes by. No response. I text him and I say, I text him and I say like, okay, this is like kind of ridiculous now. Can you text me back? And then nothing. Mind you, at this point, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna stick this shit out because I wanna literally rage.
She relishes the idea of raging at the guy who stood her up. Sounds like a real keeper right there.
It's been a fucking hour, guys. An hour, no text, no call. Mind you, I've tried to call him, attempted, nothing. Drier than my fucking cooch right now. I am so angry. I could actually be violent. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm expecting to see right now? I'm expecting to see him with another girl walk straight past me.
The guy clearly isn't interested in her, and that fact is clearly driving her insane.
Like, that's exactly what I'm, like, my mind is picturing right now. And I just want it to be true so I can go out there and strangle him. Anyway, I hope your night's better than mine because I think I might have to drive home. A 40-minute drive home. And mind you, this is like 20 minutes away from my work tomorrow. So that's just a big plus for me. So hope your night's going better than mine.
Modern women gave Chad all the power when it comes to dating. This is what happens in the end.
You know, as single as I actually am currently unavailable due to the fact that I'm getting over someone that I actually was never seeing. Just grieving the loss of what could have been.
It wouldn't be surprising if she's grieving the fact that her favorite performer just got married.
Growing up in this generation, it's impossible to date a loser. I just don't even see how it could happen. With social media and what we can learn about men, your eyes are open. I didn't have that. We didn't have that, right? Back in the 90s, back in the 80s, no one was talking about red flags. The only thing you knew about relationships was what your girlfriends would tell you. And maybe your mom, if your mom talked to you about it. But most moms weren't talking about it. Last night I sat with two girls, 20 and 21. We talked for 2 hours about relationships and men. Most girls are so sharp, they're not letting a loser into their life. They know all the lingo, they know all the things to look for. And they were giving me a hard time about dating losers. And I'm like, girls, you don't get it. I didn't have the information that you two have. The only thing I asked myself was, is he cute?
Calling men losers when she's the one who is hopelessly single is an awfully bold thing to do. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.